Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just want to say thanks for those comments y'all have been leaving on the past videos. I've been reading them and liking them as I see them, so thank you for that. I just watched this game live and I had to come back here and cast it. Just wanted to show off some cool play from two players from our bar community here, so wanted to get you guys out there so other people can see your styles. And here, let's go. I'll pause the game, introduce our players. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of the map, playing as the red pieces, it's Teddy. I think he's new to the channel, but he is very high up there on the leaderboards. And his opponent, Lopatka, spawning as the blue Cortex Commander. So I'm going to see some back and forth here between the spectators, but I saw some pretty interesting stuff this game and really wanted to get it out there. Thing I noticed was this open here from Lopatka. He goes 2 mechs P-Gen into light laser tower and just makes a little walk with his commander to come cap this third mechs rather, before starting his factory. And Teddy's opening up with the kind of standard, I guess, 2 mechs, 2 P-Gens into bot lab. So definitely can support this off your starting resources. Average wind speed on this game was 2.4, so not going to see any wind turbines this game. Yeah, Lopatka goes 3 mechs, 2 P-Gen into vehicle plant, and then we're going to see another solar collector from him. So pretty standard so far. We're going to see bots versus vehicles this game. The map is Comet Catcher. Of course it is. Take a look. We can see these indentations in the ground and just a rather large spread out map. This is a 4v4 player map, so makes for some big macro games before two competent players, so that's what we're in for. Yeah, let's check out Teddy's main base. So far he is doing something a little different. Haven't seen this. 4 solar collectors into advanced solar collectors, so kind of foregoing all the wind turbines, all those lower tier Tech 1 power generators, and going straight into this advanced solar collector. For 370 mass, produces 75 energy per tick, compared to the 150 mass solar collector, which just produces 20. And then he's going to go right into a construction turret. So pretty different. Haven't seen this before, and love to see this kind of variation. Has 2 engineers in the main base and is an expanding commander walking across the map, trying to cap this 2 extra mechs over here. And we have a small run by Lopatka. He's coming in with a scout, a rascal, and a well-positioned grunt is going to kind of shoo that away. So both players responding well. Take a look back at Lopatka's base. He has 2 construction vehicles assisting his main base and his expanding commander. Like this building placement here, you have 2 solar collectors protecting shots from this light laser tower. And pretty cool to see. I'm thinking that actually blocks shots from grunts and these tanks from smaller units, right? And meanwhile, this turret can shoot over those solar collectors, so pretty cool to see. Teddy moving his commander more towards the center of the map, just still producing grunts, of course. We have this early game, just grunts and construction bots trying to expand. Same for Lopatka. He's moving 2 construction vehicles onto the map, going to be snaking through towards the middle and then building a lot of static defense here. It looks like he has about 10 light laser towers queued up, making a wall here in the middle of the map. So definitely wants to lock down his side of the map. Haven't seen this before either, just kind of making a wall of turrets. Definitely good to see on these wide open maps, you know. Out too early. So Teddy's commander just expanding the middle, has a radar up. Love to see this good radar coverage. Offers a great view if you're in the center of the map, and he could spot these tanks of Lopatka moving across the map. So it's definitely going to want to move some units into the position, and yeah, we see some of these grunts moving up. Wants to get ahead of this light laser tower he's building. Wants to protect that commander. That's going to force Lopatka's units south. He wants to flank behind this line here and try and take out some of these expanding engineers. Meanwhile, Teddy has a single grunt moving across the map here on the north end. Look at this, another turret ring here. From his commander, just going directly up across the map, trying to seal this off in two. So, turret line on the south, turret line on the north. Paco wants to get this to the mid game. He wants his half of the map. He wants to stop these grunt run-bys. Which is good to see. It's interesting to know we have vehicles versus bots here on this game. So we got a small engagement on the left side of this run-by. Incisor light tanks to grunts. I think one of the players commented you need about 2.5 grunts per tank on microed to win an engagement. So some good micro from both players. Just trying to harass, get damage done where they can. This grunt on the left side, right side, moving down, gets taken out by an incisor. So Paca cleans up that run by. Teddy moving his commander to the center of up, putting up another radar. Great coverage here. You can take a look at the player cameras. The Paca just microing, taking out these units on the left side. Paca microing his tanks as best he can before they go down. He wants to get as much value out of them as he can. Microing those tanks up at the north. Issuing build commands. So both players getting on that 30 mass income per tick, about pretty even. See, almost double the power income for Teddy though. And that's because he has 4 of these advanced solar collectors out already. So it's 280, what is that? 300 energy here, and then the rest coming from these power solar collectors, and already 3 construction turrets up, so that's going to be assisting this bot lab. And look at that production already, just spitting out units. It's going to need them against these light tanks of Lapaka. Moving in for a harassment. Looks like he's going to micro turn that damage one around. I'd like to see that, pretty cool. And already on the board we have these grave robber res bots already resurrecting the units of Lapaka here from before, and the grunts that went down, chasing down this run by. So love to see that, units being recycled back into the army. Don't even need to produce them from the bot lab. Thanks for stepping on my side of the map. And Lapaka with a Wolverine light mobile artillery unit out. He's going to outrange these turrets, going to start cleaning these up in the middle of the map. Love to see that this early in the game. Player just trying to harass that static defense of his opponent. We have an incisor tank here on the south. Going to get cleaned up by these grunts. And more units, more carcasses here on the south west side of the map. These grave robbers are going to pick those up. Just love to see that. And yeah, that's just going to come down here for harassment. So those free units are going to be coming back onto Lapaka's side of the map, just trying to get damage done. And we have this single grunt run by. Lapaka pulls his tanks back too early. He did not clean up that last grunt, so it's going to get behind the main base. Let's take a look at the main base of both players. As this grunt comes in, isn't running towards the economy, so it's going to be spared this light laser tower protecting his main base. And 2 construction turrets, 4 construction vehicles, and about 400 power per tick. Meanwhile, Teddy's main base, he has 2 bot labs. What is this? Isn't transitioning to a vehicle lab, isn't reclaiming his bot lab. He is doubling down on this production. And we have grunts coming out of 2 factories assisted by 5 construction turrets, and he's not done making them. He's going to make another 3 more and 4 more advanced solar collectors. So I'm going to see mass Tech 1 units. Is this subcom? What is this? No, this is bar. We figured it out. We have multiple factories, Tech 1 factories, producing spam. So you guys wanted it, now you're seeing it. Looks like that run by in the south got cleaned up. Grunts in the middle, running by, getting economy, taking out turrets, taking out radar. This is just the beginning. We have this one grunt in the back of Lapaka's base, took out a construction vehicle and 2 mexes. So is he going to get a 3rd one? No, this light laser tower is going to finally clean up this grunt before it gets the mex. Paco's commander still adding on light laser towers, still constructing this wall of turrets. Looks like this twin guard's going to finish, and these two construction vehicles are going to be adding on more turrets, trying to finally block off this south side of the map. Yeah, we have grunts massing on the north. Is he going to run through? We have 4 turrets defending this side of the map, defending that position. Lepaka cleaning up the run by on the north, but we have this run by on the south, runs right past this twin guard turret. It's going to run into the south of Lepaka's base, going to take out the expanding engineer and battle on the north here. Grunts coming in, cleaning up the turret, cleaning up some solar collectors. This expansion goes down for Lepaka, and Teddy's not done. He's running through. He's cleaning up more turrets, attacking them from their weak side, where they all can't fire at once. Trying to clean up those turrets as best he can. And we have grunts in the middle already massing up. These 2 factories are just producing so many. Look at this grunt production. 5 turrets just going to town, and we have a vehicle plant up. Teddy's commander getting more build power on the map, so we're up to 3 factories so far. Teddy pumping out units. Lepaka still on 1 factory. And this run by in the south got some damage done. Looks like took out a couple of mexes, forcing some attention to be dealt with. And Lepaka has a run by of his own. He comes up here, takes out an engineer, takes out a twin guard, takes out 2 mexes. So getting some counter damage done. Can he get these engineers? Takes one out, takes out another one. Pulling back, trying to get to cover his turrets. And here's another grunt running forward. Teddy decides better, turns him around, doesn't want to run into 4 turrets. And looks like Teddy has his construction bot of his own, adding on a line of turrets. So definitely wants to choke off this map for mud buys. Wants to keep the pressure on while defending his expansions. And take a look at the main base. Both players here got a lot of incisors out. 3 construction turrets assisting this vehicle plant. Meanwhile, with a couple engineers, and who cares? Look at this grunt line running forward. Turrets trying to take him out. Can he stop this onslaught? No, Teddy's going to push through, take out 2 turrets. Looks like Lepaka has these brute tanks coming up, trying to shoo away this grunt army, and that's going to force Teddy north. He's going to take out an engineer, and Lepaka better be careful. His commander is getting isolated. He wants to stay, though. He wants to lock down this side of the map. He has to contest this reclaim field, and I don't blame him. This is right where you want to be. Need to get these res bots, and speak of the devil, here comes the grave robbers to Teddy. Moving forward, he's going to try and res these units. Huge line of grunts, 48 grunts, 1 incisor. Some brutes moving across the map, coming out of this vehicle plant. So looks like Teddy's at 64 mass per tick, and have an engagement here up at the top. More grunts going in, doing battle with these brutes. Medium tanks versus tech on grunts. Radiant thinks the end is near. I mean, have you seen the weather outside? It's crazy. Grunts moving in. These brutes. I mean, can they go toe to toe with this many grunts? They're trying to do battle. Lepaka's pulling back to his commander. Can't get in there. Needs to protect this. This unit's getting more and more exposed. Can Lepaka keep up with the production? He's still on just 1 factory. Teddy on 3 factories. This is not the end. He has more units coming out of these factories still, grouping up in the middle. Ooh, excuse me. Lepaka doesn't care. He wants to get this reclaim. Teddy has it. He has control of this reclaim field. He's resing the turrets of Lepaka. He's getting them back on the field. As tanks moving forward, he's going to try and take out these grunts, take out these res bots. Trying to protect his commander. Tanks moving back. Lepaka moving south as his commander, and we have these brute tanks in the middle, punching through the line, doing damage on harassing these construction vehicles. Meanwhile, this battle at the north is still going on. We have res bots lifting up turrets, resing bots. Lepaka's tanks moving forward. He wants to shoot Teddy off of this reclaim field. This is where the game is at right now, and have some idle units are run by Teddy, not attacking the main base of Lepaka. This is definitely a mistake here. If a run by that could be doing damage to the economy. all this battle's going on. But yeah, it looks like Alpaca's going to move some tanks in. He's going to clean up these grunts here. Nice move. Alpaca just soaking up all this mass. He's floating, but he doesn't care. He doesn't want to give his opponent access to this reclaim field. More tanks moving up, trying to defend against the spam of Teddy, and just... Would you look at this? Two bot labs, assisted by 8 turrets and 1 engineer. Just spilling out units. Look at how many grunts there are. 10 grunts a frame, and Alpaca tries to counter, but you know it's into the guard towers of Teddy, and there's just more grave robbers on the map. You know, he takes out 1 turret, does some damage, and it just gets healed back up. 7 grave robbers and 37 grunts moving forward, taking out these grunts, taking out these brutes. More tanks in the middle. Alpaca trying to counter. He has pounders out. These are do area of effect damage to you know, against these Tech 1 grunts. So definitely the unit you want to have out to counter the spam. This pounder's very effective, cleaning up these grunts super well. Look at that. Jeez Louise, look at that damage. This guard tower is just doing work. And Alpaca finally gets a victory here in the middle, but is it too late? His commander's isolated. Teddy is moving all his units into chase his commander down. Is this the end? Alpaca's reinforcements are a little far behind, and his commander is definitely vulnerable here. Trying to get in position, trying to protect this commander, but there is 17 tanks and 21 grunts trying to take him down, trying to run down this commander. And I mean, just look at the map here. We have, you know, kind of a split map scenario, but red is just pouring over the line. Pouring on the Alpaca side of the map, and he's over. Pretty cute, cloaking the commander in this defilade, but that's not going to protect him. Teddy just needs to bump into this commander, and it's going to decloak him, and there you go. Tanks moving into position, trying to take out this army, but Alpaca calls GG. That was a good one. Wow. Pretty cool game. Just wanted to show this one off. Just seeing this double bot lab factory. Is this subcom? Teddy, did you break the game? Who knows? But I'm definitely going to try this here in some of my games, and I hope y'all do too. If you enjoyed watching this, please consider liking, subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.